Hi folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at the returns on my investing portfolios between my stock and my retirement funds, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at my net worth breakdown for the end of December, the end of the year of 2023, and just kind of see where we're at with that. So let's go ahead and jump into my investing returns. I used to do these with my budget breakdown, and I think it's just going to be a little bit better to try it out on this one. So here we go. So first off, we can see that we basically have my high yield savings account. I earned $4.38 off of that. We are slowly improving that as we are saving more money. We're going to see that increase over time until we reach their cap. For my stock portfolio, I did not update this. This is what I estimated dividend return and not total gain or loss as far as profit of market value. So that's a new update that I'm doing. We can jump over and kind of see my breakdown here and see that we're seeing that gain and loss come in with that market value fluctuation. And I did put a little note, a little asterisk down here that gain and loss does include all of the dividends that I reinvest back into my portfolio during that month. And so it's not, the dividends are not on top of the total market make that are not off the total profit that I'm making overall the month. They are a separate portion of that. But they do impact that because I reinvest my dividends into my portfolio almost every single month. So we're seeing that continual rebalancing of that dividend that I earned. So total dividends I earned was $120.37. My next video, I'll go ahead and break down all the individual dividends that I earned in my overall portfolio and how it performed for the month of December. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and watch that. I'll link to the video up here. As far as stock trades, I did dabble a little bit. I enjoy it more so than anything, and so I made a couple of trades, made $2.90 off of that, and then 11 cents on fees between those trades and just rebalancing my portfolio, meaning that I took in a total gain from that portfolio of $1,588.68, and that is not double dipping with the dividends and the overall portfolio gain versus loss, so that is going to be separate there. As far as Lending Club, it is a peer-to-peer investing group that I started investing almost 10 years ago with, and we're just dwindling down with that. They stopped doing the investments, and so I'm just waiting for all the people that I lent money to pay back that money, and so we're slowly seeing that happen. We're down, I made $4.70 off principal for that, and then 43 cents off of interest, and then didn't have any recoveries because some people didn't pay back their loans, and so they went after them to try and get the money back for the investors, and then 5 cents in fees, meaning that I made $5.08 off of Lending Club. And then as far as my 403b retirement account, I saw a profit of $1,544.58. That's just market value increase over time. And then my thrift savings plan, which is my government retirement account, we saw a gain of $452.52, and that was also just the market value increase of those investments. So between all of the investments, we saw I just updated this real quick here because I realized that I didn't update it when I changed my format here. But we saw a total return of all of my investment portfolios and all those things of $3,595.30, and then we saw 16 cents come out in fees. So we are positive over almost $3,600 this month as far as long-term investing approaches to that. Let's go ahead and pop over and see how this impacts my net worth. So we can see based off of my net worth, remember your net worth is going to be your assets minus your liabilities, so what you own outright versus your liabilities. And the biggest asset that I do own is my home, and the estimated market value of that is $308,800. As far as bank and savings account, I have $150 cash on hand, $100 in my checking account, $200 in my savings account, $2,350 in my emergency fund, and then $300 in house projects. And this is based off of my savings goals that I've been working on that coincide with my budget, working on building up the emergency fund, saving for trips, new photography equipment, and then house projects. So we're going to see that correlate into my net worth breakdown and my budget as we're working on that. As far as investments goes, my balance of Lending Club is now down to $35 total. It is winding its way down, so hopefully we'll get this done by the end of the year and then we can take it off of this. My stock portfolio jumped up to $33,091. My 403b retirement account jumped up to $32,032. And then my TSP jumped up to $14,983 there. So big jumps. We're seeing those come over from my investing returns as the market increases with that. As far as personal property, my vehicles are still valued about $6,200, furniture about $600, about $1,300 in gym equipment, and then about $7,500 in other stuff. And that would bring my total assets to $407,642 worth. And then remember, it's assets minus your liabilities, and the only outstanding liability that I own, that I have, is my house, my mortgage on my house. And so I own it, and this counts as an asset because that's the market value that I potentially sell it for, but I still owe the bank $185,630 on that. So we're getting really close to having almost half of that paid off. And by that I mean we've got a few years before we hit that, but that is the only outstanding debt that I own. And so that brings my total net worth assets to $407,000, liabilities $185,000, to a positive net worth of $222,012 for a 1.81% increase in my net worth from the month of November. So overall there we're doing good, slowly seeing this increase over time. We did see a massive drop this last year because the market value of my home dropped by about $60,000 on that. So we saw that decrease my net worth very drastically in a very short amount of time. But we are slowly increasing that as we go along with that. And that's going to wrap things up for me today with this video. Hopefully you ended the year on a positive with your own investings. I know the stock market did incredibly well with an over 20% return on that. And I'm going to keep fiddling with this and try and make it a little bit more informative as far as my investing and just kind of see how that goes. And yeah, I will catch you next time, guys. Bye.